talking about is the video you just saw. Parkour. Parkour is the art of getting from one place to another in the fastest time possible. So, parkour is a relaxing thing to do. It's a great sport. Yes, a great sport. But what people don't really know is that parkour relies a tiny bit on Newton's second law. You see, we're trying to, make sure we're reducing the amount of newtons or the amount of force we put on our legs when we land or do a certain move. In the video you just saw, I went down 5 flights of stairs. 3 of those flights of stairs were really short and 2 were long. In the 3 normal flights of stairs, there are 7 steps, which are 7.3 inches. If you add that all together, it's 51 inches, or 1.2974 meters high. If you like meters, that's why I just put them in. You'll know how high that is. Anyway, as I run down the stairs, I use the railing to jump and hit or step on the wall, then jump back to the stairs, and then to the ground, and then onto the next flight of stairs. You may see the wall jump that I did as unnecessary, and you're right, but you're also wrong. I didn't really need to do that wall jump, but it made my impact or jump to the ground not as hard or heavy on the legs. You see, as I go down flights of stairs, I get faster and faster, and when I got to the 3rd floor, which I was on when I did the wall jump, I was going pretty fast, almost too fast. So I used the momentum I had and the railing to jump onto the wall, to lose some of the acceleration I had, and to get my speed to a more reasonable amount, and then carry on. If I didn't use the wall, I would have hit the ground at 97,956,000 newtons of force, or if you want pounds, that would have been about 22,188 pounds of force. That's a lot for my legs. It really is. Anyway, since I used the wall, I hit the floor with 27,901.3 or 6,292 pounds of force, which is a lot less than what I was going to hit with, which really helped, really. Trust me, I've jumped all 7. It actually hurts more than you think it would. Anyway, as I carried on to the 2nd flight of stairs, I jumped from the 5th step to the floor. Really shouldn't have done that. Anyway, it was 69,779 newtons, or, if you want the pounds, 15,691 pounds of force. Now, if I did that normally, without any, long jumps, that's 97,000, which is a lot, and that 15,000 made a difference. After that 15,000, I go on to the 3rd flight of stairs, and I jump from the 3rd step to the 1st of the very long flight of stairs. I don't really need to tell you the amount of newtons that the 3rd jump was, but I'll tell you anyway. it was 54,131 newtons, or in pounds if you want it. 9,444 newtons. Pounds. Anyway, as I get to the first long flight of stairs, I ran down 8 steps and then jumped the railing to the floor, which is the first floor of the building, which is 6 steps high, which is 1.1125 meters. And I landed with a force of 83,000 newtons, or if you want pounds, is 18,875 pounds of force, which hurt a tiny bit, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm used to it. And then I ran down the hallway to reach the last long flight of stairs. On the last flight of stairs, I jumped from the first step to the 5th step with 70,119 newtons of force, or in pounds if you want it, is 15,763 pounds of force as I landed. And then after that, I jumped from the 5th step to the 9th step, which is 98,507 newtons of force. If you want it in pounds, that is 12,587 pounds of force. And then I jumped from there to the floor, and then I hit a roll to, bleed off the extra force. That jump I did was actually the height of 7 steps, which is, the normal height of the jump, which is a lot when you put it into newtons, which is 98,697 newtons of force, or 22,188 pounds of force landing. Now, as you can see from all that, if I didn't use any of that free running or parkour or those extra things, to slow myself down, for the first flights of stairs, I would have landed with, each time jumping from them all, 98,607 newtons of force. If I did the first long one, just jumped all the way down, which I have done and is possible, if I roll, would have been 196,622 newtons of force. And then if I did the third flight, which is actually impossible because it's too long, it would have been 238,538 newtons of force. That probably would have hurt if I ever actually did it, which I never will. Anyway, now that you have seen that and I've explained what has happened in the video, you can hit the next video, which I've put in one of these corners or in the description, showing all the math that I did to get the information I showed you. Bye.